Hi guys, Coach Karen Mays here, and I am at home preparing for my weekly healthy hangout. I'm leading the healthy hangout this week. I don't lead every week. Tonight I'm going to be talking to everybody about taking ownership of a health journey. And as I was thinking about some things that I want to talk about with the group, something came up and I thought I would just jump on and chat with you about it. I was thinking back to how, how interesting it is that this health journey has really become such a part of my identity and something that I obviously talk about all the time. I come on here and talk to you about it all the time because, and the reason that's funny to me is that for so many years, I just hated the idea. I hated the idea that my body weight and my struggle with that was part of my identity as far as people looking at me would go. I hated the idea that people knew that about me. I hated the idea that it was an ongoing issue for me that I just couldn't seem to figure out. It was like this puzzle that I had all the pieces to, and I couldn't make them fit together. And going back to, my youngest days, I just hated the idea that that was part of me when people looked at me. And so here I am years later, and it's all I talk about. And because I'll tell you, it's been a real mindset shift because when I started this journey, even up until the time when I started this journey, I was over 40 when I started this. I think I was 41 years old when I started the journey that I'm on, today and will be for the rest of my life. Not the weight loss portion, but the health journey. But when I started that, my day one, 5 years ago, it was still something, this issue with weight, the struggle with eating and overweight was something I wanted to conquer. Not even conquer. It was something I wanted to slaughter and put it to bed, be done with it, kill it, and move on, and then get to focus on the other aspects of life, whatever those might be. And that was my mindset at the time. I want to deal with this, done, fix it, and move on. And what I learned through this journey is that that's not how it's going to work. That in fact, this obstacle that I was encountering over and over and over again was something that I needed to learn all about. It wasn't something I needed to slaughter and get rid of. It was something I needed to learn more about and so that I could live my life and focus on the things that I want to focus on and build a life and get to the good stuff. I had to learn first about creating some structure in my nutrition and then work on my thoughts around nutrition and my thoughts around goals. And 80% of this at least is thought oriented and mindset oriented. We have this, I'm working this, started this journey with this scientifically proven weight loss system, but really 80% of the work is putting all that stuff, the facts that I knew and I was continuing to learn, putting them into action and learning how to do that day after day after day. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because it is such a different mindset. I remember even resisting working on myself. This is years ago, years before I found Optavia, that I resisted working on myself and my weight because that would prove them right, that I needed to do that for their approval, whoever they are, right? I needed to do it for their approval, and I was going to prove them wrong, that I was going to be, myself. But the truth was, I was fueling my body in ways that were not going to serve me, and they were holding me back. The whole thing was holding me back. Why was I so concerned about them and what they thought anyway? And so that was where I was at the time. And so it was very hard for me to get started on anything. And in fact, I didn't for many years after that point. But I'm just so grateful to have found the right thing at the right time. I was literally a little over 5 years ago now, probably September of 2015. I remember driving in my car and thinking, I hope I see a billboard or something that is going to show me what I need to see to figure this out, because I was tired. I was so tired of trying to figure it out, of how to put one foot in front of the other day after day and eat in a healthy way and feel better. So I've gone from really resisting and hating that body weight was part of what I talked about, part of what I invited in conversation about, to something I talk about all the time, obviously. If you've been here on my page before, you probably know that. And it's not that I think people need to get skinny to be healthy or need, to be accepted. I'm all for accepting where you are. In fact, you have to accept where you are now and love yourself where you are now enough to create what you want, to work on yourself. In order to have the energy to work on yourself, you have to accept where you are today, because if you're coming from a place of self-loathing, you're not going to create awesome stuff for somebody you loathe. So I didn't start out with much, but I had enough. I had enough to get started, and I knew I had things. I had kids, my husband and kids, and I wanted to be a better person for, be able to do more for. And, maybe that's what helped me get focused and see what was available to me when I did jump on this program and start seeing results and start feeling better. There's a lot to it, but, it's so interesting to think back to that. So if you would like to join us on the Healthy Hangout tonight, please let me know. I'll send you the information. It is for clients, but it can benefit anybody. And I know the person leading the call tonight, so I can get you in. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.